The issue of supplying Ukraine with modern fighter jets was raised by Ukrainian authorities since the very beginning of the war. Now, according to estimates of the Air Force of Ukraine, about 200 multi-purpose aircraft are needed to protect the sky.
It is clear that we will not be able to get everything at once, but a phased transition to a new multi-role aircraft is a requirement of the time. At present, the F-16 is the most likely candidate to replace the old Soviet aircraft, because there are certain objective reasons for this. And this is not a one-man decision. Constant consultations are being held with partners. Yuri Ignat, Speaker of the Air Force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, on the air of the Lashan Info TV channel.
The F-16 aircraft is equipped with a wide range of weapons. It can strike both at ground targets, ammunition and fuel depots, fortified areas and enemy armored vehicles, and hit all types of aerial targets, missiles, enemy planes, helicopters and kamikaze drones. The air superiority will allow Ukraine to successfully conduct ground operations, including the de-occupation of territories. Now the issue of transferring aircraft to Ukraine has moved from the impossible to the stage of discussion.
There is now a discussion going on also on the question of aircraft. And I expect that also to be addressed tomorrow at the meetings here in Brussels. But let me add two things, and that is that one is speed, urgency, because whatever the opinion may be about aircraft, that will take time. What is needed now is urgent support for Ukraine.
Bild writes that President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky, during a meeting with European leaders in Britain and France on February 8, was able to convince Olaf Scholz and Emmanuel Macron to provide long-range missiles and aircraft for Ukraine. The French and German leaders assured that they would provide support for as long as needed.
We also want to express our unwavering support for Ukraine in this war, which is being fought several thousand kilometers from Paris. Together we must stand up for ideas that are both simple and essential. Ukraine can count on France, its European partners and allies, to win the war. Russia cannot and must not win.
Discussions about the supply of Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine lasted for more than 1 month, and the adoption of a positive decision in this matter accelerated the prospect of providing Kyiv with combat aircraft by Western countries. This was also influenced by the fact that the Russian army has recently resumed the offensive in several sectors of the front, in eastern and southern Ukraine, trying to regain the initiative.
But together we have committed nearly $50 billion in lethal assistance to Ukraine since the start of Russia's all-out invasion last February 24th. And our coordination is making a real difference in real time.
Regarding the possible timing of the delivery of F-16 fighters, the Air Force of Ukraine says that an appropriate decision must first be made at the highest level, and now we cannot make any forecasts. Constant dialogue with allies is taking place, which must help bring this moment closer.
I think that our tank lobby will now be reorganized into an aviation lobby, and we will put pressure on these issues, because it is very important for us to get F-15, F-16. These are multi-role aircraft that can perform air defense tasks and shoot down missiles that fly to Ukraine, so cover our ground units.
Ukrainian pilots and other specialists are ready to be trained on modern Western fighter jets, and the relevant departments are already engaged in adapting the infrastructure. Reported by Serhiy Kulas, Natalia Husak, UATV News.